Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Chill English channel. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Today's episode is all about English listening practice for learners at the intermediate level.
If you're at B1 or B2, this one's designed especially for you. We'll share real-life style conversations so you can hear English the way it's actually spoken.
And more importantly, we'll break them down and explain why the conversations sound so natural.
Exactly. So grab your headphones, relax, and remember, mistakes are part of learning. Every time you make one, you're improving.
Couldn't agree more. Don't chase perfection. Focus on real communication. Let's get started with our first scenario.
For our first example, let's listen to a family conversation. A mother, Emma, is talking to her son, Daniel, about his future. Daniel finished school a year ago, and he's still trying to figure out what comes next.
This is a very common situation, and it shows how to handle serious topics in a warm, supportive way. Pay attention to how they express feelings, give encouragement, and make plans together.
Daniel, can we talk for a moment? I've been thinking about your situation lately.
Sure, Mom. If this is about university again, I told you I'm still undecided.
I know, but I'm not here to push you. I just want to understand what's on your mind. It's been almost a year since graduation.
I appreciate that. Honestly, I'm still unsure. My job at the bookstore has been good, but I know it's not something I want to do forever.
I'm glad you see that. What makes this decision feel so tough?
Well, most of my friends have already started college. They chose their majors, and they seem so confident. I don't want to spend 4 years studying something unless I'm completely sure it's right.
That actually sounds very responsible. Taking time to think is mature. Still, I worry that if you wait too long, it might be harder to get back into study mode.
True. That's why I was thinking maybe I could start at community college. I could take general classes first and see what subjects interest me.
That's a great idea. It would be more affordable, and you wouldn't be locked into one program straight away.
Exactly. Plus, I could keep my bookstore job during the day. My manager's happy with my work, and the flexible hours would let me take evening classes.
That's smart. Do you feel like you're learning useful skills at the bookstore?
Actually, yes. I've gotten better at customer service, inventory systems, and just being responsible. And being around books has made me enjoy reading again. That's why I'm considering literature or maybe creative writing. But I worry about whether those paths are practical.
It's normal to think about financial stability, but remember, your first job doesn't decide your whole career. When I was your age, I started out studying teaching, but then I took a biology course, fell in love with it, and switched to nursing.
Really? I never knew that.
Absolutely. Life changes direction all the time. Being flexible is more important than having the perfect plan.
That makes me feel a lot better. I've been so stressed, thinking I'm behind.
You're 20, Daniel. Nobody has everything figured out at your age. The important thing is that you're thinking carefully, not rushing.
Thanks, Mom. So if I chose community college, would you support me?
Of course. In fact, why don't we check some college websites this weekend? We can look at courses and application dates together.
That sounds like a solid plan. Honestly, I'm starting to feel excited instead of nervous now.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
What a great example of a supportive conversation.
Yes, and it's a perfect lesson for intermediate learners. Notice how Emma started the conversation softly. I just want to understand what's on your mind. She made the topic safe instead of stressful.
Exactly. And she validated Daniel's feelings. When he said he was unsure, she called it responsible instead of criticizing him. That kind of language builds trust.
Another important point, Emma shared her own story about changing careers. That storytelling made her advice much more personal and convincing.
And Daniel helped keep the talk alive by asking questions back, like when he wanted to hear about her past. This back and forth is what makes a conversation flow.
Don't forget the ending. They didn't just talk, they made a plan, checking websites together. That's how conversations turn into action.
Perfectly said. In our next chunk, we'll switch to a workplace setting, a new employee meeting a colleague. You'll hear how English small talk can build a professional and friendly relationships at the same time.
Stay tuned for that. It's full of useful expressions you'll want to try in your own conversations.
Welcome back. In this part of the episode, we're moving from family life to the workplace.
That's right. We'll listen to a conversation between two colleagues, Clara and Ben. Clara has just started a new job, and Ben, who's been at the company for a while, is welcoming her.
This scenario is full of useful expressions for small talk, polite questions, and workplace friendliness.
Pay close attention to how they keep the conversation light, but still professional.
Hey, you must be Clara, right? The new marketing assistant.
Yes, that's me. You must be Ben. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How's your first week going so far?
Honestly, it's been a mix. Exciting, but also overwhelming. There's so much new information.
That's normal. I felt the same way when I started. It takes a little time to get used to everything.
I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes I worry I'm asking too many questions.
Don't worry at all. Asking questions shows you want to learn. Everyone here was new once.
Thanks. That makes me feel better. What about you? How long have you been working here?
Almost 3 years now. I started as an intern, then moved into a full-time role.
That's impressive. What do you like most about the job?
Honestly, the team. People here are supportive and creative. Also, I enjoy the projects. We get to try new ideas.
That sounds great. I noticed people are really collaborative in meetings.
Absolutely. We believe brainstorming works best when everyone shares ideas. Even if it's a small thought, it can spark something big.
I like that. In my last job, meetings felt more like lectures.
Yeah, that can be tough. Here, managers really encourage participation. You'll get used to it quickly.
I hope so. By the way, do you have any advice for me as a newcomer?
I'd say don't be afraid to speak up. Your fresh perspective is valuable. Also, try to connect with people outside of work tasks, like grabbing coffee or lunch.
That's a good idea. I was worried people might be too busy.
Everyone's busy, but most people enjoy a quick chat. It helps build trust.
Thanks, Ben. I really appreciate your kindness.
No problem at all. We're glad to have you here. Welcome to the team.
Welcome back. In the last part, we listened to a workplace conversation between Clara and Ben.
Now, we're moving into a more relaxed setting, a cafe.
That's right. This conversation is between two friends, Lisa and Mark, who haven't seen each other for a while.
Cafes are a great place for casual English practice because the language is light, friendly, and full of everyday expressions.
Welcome back. In the last part, we listened to a workplace conversation between Clara and Ben.
Now, we're moving into a more relaxed setting, a cafe.
That's right. This conversation is between two friends, Lisa and Mark, who haven't seen each other for a while.
Cafes are a great place for casual English practice because the language is light, friendly, and full of everyday expressions.
Mark, it's been forever. How have you been?
Lisa, I know, right? It feels like ages. I've been doing well, just busy with work. What about you?
Pretty much the same. Work has been keeping me on my toes, but I finally got some time off.
That's great. We definitely need to catch up. Do you come to this cafe often?
Sometimes. It's close to my office, so I usually stop by during lunch breaks.
Nice. I actually discovered it last month. The coffee's amazing.
Oh, yes, and the pastries are even better. You should try the almond croissant.
Noted. I'll give it a try today. So tell me, any big updates?
Well, I recently moved into a new apartment. It's closer to work, which makes life much easier.
That's awesome. How's the new place?
Cozy and quiet. The best part is I finally have a balcony where I can relax in the evenings.
That sounds perfect. I've been thinking about moving too, but the rent prices are crazy.
Tell me about it. I had to search for months before finding something affordable.
So true. Anyway, apart from moving, what else is new?
I started taking yoga classes. At first, I thought it would be boring, but it's actually been really refreshing.
Yoga. That's cool. I've been meaning to try it, but I never get around to it.
You should. It helps with stress and it makes you feel more energetic.
I could use that. Work deadlines have been draining lately.
Ugh, I know the feeling. Sometimes I just want to escape to a beach somewhere.
Same here. Maybe one day we'll plan a trip together.
That would be fun. Okay, let's make a deal. Once we both get a break, we'll do it.
Deal. But for now, let's enjoy this coffee.
That was a warm, natural cafe chat, perfect for practicing casual English.
Yes, and notice how Lisa started. It's been forever. How have you been? That's a super common way to greet a friend you haven't seen in a while.
And Mark replied with, "It feels like ages." Both phrases mean the same thing, that it's been a long time.
Exactly. Another great phrase is when Lisa said, "Work has been keeping me on my toes." That idiom means she's been very busy and active.
And don't miss how they gave recommendations, like, "You should try the almond croissant." Simple suggestions like this are great for everyday conversations. Lisa also used "tell me about it" when they discussed expensive rent. That's a very natural way to strongly agree with someone's complaint. Yes, much more natural than just saying, "I agree." And finally, they ended with, "Let's enjoy this coffee." Simple, but it keeps the mood relaxed and friendly. In real life, these small exchanges help build stronger friendships.
Absolutely. And that's where we'll pause for today.
Thanks for joining us on this cafe conversation practice.
In our next episode, we'll bring you another real-life situation filled with useful English phrases.
Until then, keep practicing, and remember, every small step in English brings you closer to fluency.
Take care and see you next time on Chill English Channel.